Hi, welcome to the pilot episode of Childhood Outside the Box. I'm Eve Loehrer, lover of books, coffee, and watching the same TV show over and over again.
And I am Aaron Thomas. I love video games, anime, and my cat, even though she doesn't love me. Oh, and we are also your co-hosts today.
We are a podcast by the youth for the youth. Here at Childhood Outside the Box, we celebrate creativity and spirit, especially not usually recognized by society. So.
Yep, and today we have a great guest named Alissa. Alissa, would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Alissa Harris. I will be a senior at Thunder Academy, and I'm a first-year state wrestling qualifier.
All right.
Incredible.
And we're going to start with some fun questions, a little more comfortable. If you could talk about anything right now, 1 minute, what would it be?
It will be me going into fire safety, firefighting, fire rescue, all of it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What type of music do you listen to?
I'm not really picky. I don't like country. I
I don't like country either.
I will listen to just about anything though, pop, soul, R&B, hip hop, rap, all of it. But like my main I listen to more soul and R&B music when I like myself. But like with friends, I listen to more rap music. So.
Nice. What are your like top 3 artists?
My top 3 artists are Tyler the Creator, Steve Lacy, and Frank Ocean.
Solid choice.
Yeah. If you could have any superpower, what would it be and why?
If I could have any superpower, it would be the ability to stop time, because I don't have enough time to do everything I want to do. So if I could just stop it, finish it, then I'll be good.
What about the ability to control time, though? Wouldn't that be better?
I think that would be better.
That would be better?
I don't know. I'm kind of the same. Like, not enough time, but like super speed, because I think it's cool. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
I was a Flash fan in middle school, so.
So was I.
That's right.
Flash,
You
like,
were?
back in
Yeah.
time, too?
Yeah, he did everything. I think I should be the
time.
Flash. Like, that's it.
I think
Alright.
you did it.
Thank you.
What is the worst piece of media you've ever seen? Just ever, any piece.
Or read, it could be a book.
I don't know. I feel like I'll be on Facebook sometimes. Like, I know it's for old people, but like I'll be on Facebook sometimes, and like I'll be just scrolling and I'll see just some random post like somebody else shared, and of course like they disagree with it, but then the comment section, which goes to the comments of the original post, it's just so bad, and I just see like a bunch of like people that aren't my age, they're like in their 40s, 30s, or whatever, just talking. And I disagree with them. I don't really like to argue with people online. So
It's not worth it.
Yes.
That's fair.
No, that's awful, but I've also watched Cats 2019, so I'm gonna have to say that's worse. Okay.
That's fair.
Last question. What do you put on pizza?
I eat any type of pizza, but I am a lover of pineapples on pizza.
Okay.
I am a lover of pineapples on pizza.
Thoughts, Aaron? Thoughts?
That's fine, I guess.
I'm allergic to pineapple, so I can't say.
Really?
Yeah, it burns my mouth. Well, I love barbecue chicken. Some places come with pineapple, we should like peel it off. But all right, well, thank you. We'll be back with our next segment in a couple minutes. Thank you.
Cause they were rather waste my time and say what's really on their mind. Rather not get involved. Cause I done learned the real from the fake, and I done learned enough not to gamble with faith. And they rather believe on the lies than believe the truth if they see it with their eyes. Only once, only twice, never pay time. Got to run it up like they try. But there's not two things I can do this time. Three times. Only once, only twice, never 3 times. I can run it up like 3 times.
Okay, so after a little break, we are now going to get into our main segment. So, Alissa, what are you involved in? What do you do?
Let's see, during school, Well, this upcoming school year, I'll be the head drum major for my marching band.
Okay.
I wrestle, as you guys heard. I did run track. I'm a Girl Scout ambassador, and I am working on getting my gold award. Let's see. I mentored at Young Women on the Move. I went to a first responders camp. I do a lot of stuff.
That's a lot. How do you balance it all?
I try to sleep and I try to spend time with my friends. So it's like I still like doing the stuff that I like to do, but like it does keep me busy, which can get like a little stressful. Mm-hmm. So I like to go hang out with my friends or take some time to myself or like hang out with my siblings and go out to like Chipotle or something and like just hang out. So
yeah, that's nice. What instrument do you play for band?
I'm a percussionist, and I was also the drumline section leader last year.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Good. What have you done so far this summer?
This summer, the first thing I did this summer, I went out of the country and I went to Doha, Qatar, which was really fun. It's like in the Middle East. It's like near Dubai, kind of. So it's like in the middle of Africa and Asia. And we went sand duning. We went to go ride camels. We stayed in this like really nice hotel, and like the average stories a building has is like 40 stories out there, which is really cool. But we did a bunch of stuff. Like the food there was really nice, and we got to walk around. And like it's different from here because they like to like be out at nighttime. So like there's not really that many people outside, but over there, like at nighttime, everyone's out. It's like a nightlife type of thing. So we were always out at night, and it was just way different, and I loved it, and I can't wait to go back. I don't know when I'll go back, but I hope to go back sometime.
That sounds fun. I want to go there after hearing that.
Yeah. What kind of food was there? Like, what was your favorite?
I don't know the names, but it was kind of like just like macaroni stuff, but like it was like macaroni like shells, mm-hmm. and it had like some type of meat in it. So it's kind of like not like hamburger helper, but it was like that was like the concept of it, and it had a bunch of like different vegetables inside of it, and like the spices were way different, but it, like all the food there was good. Like there was no bad food, but I'm also not a picky person. So.
Yeah, so kind of like stuffed pasta.
Yeah, I just
I love pasta.
Yeah, I like pasta. I hate cold pasta though. I don't like cold pasta.
Nice. So speaking of all the things you do, have there ever been times where maybe you second guessed what you were doing, maybe thought you could spend your time with something better?
I've had like stuff like that, but like, you know, I get put into a lot of things, and it does get like, oh, I don't want to do it, but I might as well just go and get it over with. Like, yeah, I might not like it in the moment, and maybe I was like, my dad told me to do it for the greater good, but like, yeah, even though I may not enjoy it in the moment, I might as well just like keep adding things to like my skill list and like the things I've done, so I can come talk to people like you guys and tell all the cool things I've done in my life. So,
yeah. And what do you plan to do in the future?
In the future, I want to go into first responding, and I want to get my EMT next summer, I hope, and then I want to work as a firefighter, either in KCK or KCMO. Haven't decided yet. And then after that, I want to go to paramedic school and get my paramedic license, which is like 2.5 years, but that's what I really want to do.
You said you went to like a first responder camp or something?
I went to a first responders camp. It was actually through Girl Scouts, and we got to go, for the first 2 days, we went to the fire academy and a fire station, and we got to work with firefighters, and they were all women. And the first day we climbed up a 100-foot ladder, we rappelled off a building. The second day we did a search and rescue, and I had to go rescue my sister, and we had a whole bunch of other people, but it was like this big like dark room, and I got to be the victim too. And we got to put out a car fire, we got to break into doors, and then the third, fourth, and fifth day, we got to be police officers, so we got like these cool belts, we got to be a part of a high-speed chase, we got to solve a crime, and like all this other fun stuff that I really enjoyed. And that was where my passion to be like a firefighter, like, you know, actually like took off, because I don't know, I just like the idea of being a woman in these male dominated fields, because I think that women and men like are at the same place, and I want to show men that we can do it too, because there's a lot of sexism out there, and I just like showing them up because it's fun. So
Yeah, no, I agree. And were you always interested in being a first responder, or when did that?
I always wanted to go into medicine, which is also why I want to get my paramedic, so I can still be like doing like medicine stuff. But I always wanted to go like be in medicine. Like I remember I wanted to be in OBGYN. I wanted to be I wanted to be a physical therapist. So it's like it's always been like something involved with medicine and like health of people. So even if I end up changing my passion again, I know I want to go into something that helps people, and like medical wise, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Backtracking a little bit here. So you said that you were state first year when you were wrestling. What was that like?
Back, like this was like in November, I asked my dad if I could wrestle because I was talking to one of the female wrestlers about wrestling, because I wasn't doing anything like active. I haven't done like a sport since like freshman year because of the COVID year. So I was like, I want to do something, but I don't want to play basketball again because I was not good at all. So I was like, I want to wrestle. So I asked my dad about wrestling. After some talking, he finally said yes. So I went to wrestling practice. It was hard at first. It was really hard. Like the conditioning is so hard. Even though I encourage like a lot of girls to wrestle, like come out for wrestling, it is really hard and like it's demanding. But like as like the weeks and like the months go past, you end up feeling so much better about yourself. And I really still encourage girls to come wrestle. So I think everyone should wrestle. But it was a lot of guys, and I wrestled a lot of girls, but it was only like 7 girls. And then my wrestling partner quit. And then we had some instances where like people had to quit wrestling because they needed more money so that they could work. So it was only 3 of us. And so I started wrestling more of the guys, which was more better for me because I needed more like experience wrestling different people, and different people with like their strength level compared to like how much they weigh. So I started to wrestle a lot of groups of people. And looking back on it, and like I still have like these videos of me wrestling, I thought I was so good in the moment, but they were so bad. I mean, I still won my matches. I don't know how. I still won them, but it was not good. But then it was like time for regionals, and like a lot of people had like this faith in me. I'm gonna go to state, and I was like, this is my first year wrestling. I don't think I'm gonna go to state. Like I was like, I do not deserve to go to state. Like we were at regionals, in my first match, I went 1-0. You guys probably don't understand what it means, but like I got 1 point. That whole 6 minutes of us wrestling. So I was like, it was not good. But I ended up winning my 3rd match. I placed 4th at regionals. I got to go to state. I lost my first match at state to a returning state champion. And then she ended up winning state again.
They set you up.
She ended up winning state again. But that's what happens when you don't perform at the regionals. But I won my 2nd match to some girl I've already wrestled before. So I was glad. It was great. I love that match. Yeah. And then my 3rd match, I had to wrestle some girl I was friends with, like me and her made friends. Ooh. And I wrestled her before. She did beat me the first time, and she beat me the 2nd time. But like she was really cool, and me and her still talk to this day. We took a picture together, whatever. We hugged after the match, And everyone thinks like you have to be like so mean and aggressive in this sport, like you do in the moment, but like you don't have to be like a rude person to wrestle. Like it does take some. I can't care about this person right now. But afterwards, I can give them some help. Like during the season, it was like I had a rival kind of. Me and her wrestled a bunch.
Yeah.
And like I would still try to like be nice to her, even though I would beat her, and like she would get upset about it. She beat me once, and I still went to like me and her hugged after the match. And I know that she wouldn't have hugged me, but it's more of like you don't have to hate somebody to wanna just think of them as somebody else they have to wrestle. So
there's a lot of misconceptions there. Does your sport have like a dedicated like girls wrestling program?
Yes, we do have a wrestling division. I think it started in like my freshman year, so it was like 2019, I think. Okay. So it's kind of new because we don't have that many like girls compared to like guys. Like at girls state, we did 6A and 5A together, but at boys state, like 6A and 5A were kind of split. So.
Yeah, because I know at my school like they just started like a girls wrestling program this year, because before like the girls just like wrestled like all the boys team.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you get like equal support from your school or no?
I do feel like I get equal support from my school and like from the guy teammates and the girls teammates and the coaches. Like it is like one big family. While at my school, it feels like one big family, and I could ask one of the coaches for help on the move. I can ask one of the guys for help on the move. I can ask one of the girls for help on the move, or just somebody to like, if they needed help to do something, like I'd be more than happy to be somebody's partner to like help wrestle a little bit, like sparring partner. I don't know if that's the word, but like their sparring partner. And like I do think that there's equal support. We had this parade for all the state people, and me and this other guy went to states together. So you could tell that there was support for both of us.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, and you are involved in a lot of things, especially your trip this summer. Where do you get opportunities? Like, how do you connect with opportunities?
I am blessed with having a godmother who takes us different places every summer, and I was not expecting us to go out of the country. When I tell people this, like, I don't go out of the country often. Like, the most I've been to was Mexico. No, it's still out of the country, but you know. And like, we go to different states every year, and every summer, like, there's somewhere else to go. I think she wants to go to Punta Cana in July, after we just went somewhere in May. But, you know, I'm not going to say no to that. But, you know, we go different places. And I know my school and Girl Scouts, like, Girl Scouts also took me to Florida one year. And I need to, like, sign up for another trip because I want to go somewhere with Girl Scouts again. But my school does, like, trips every other summer for foreign students, for foreign language students. So,
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have anything right now?
Nope. I think I said all my questions.
Okay, and then we're gonna get into like the main like topic-ish of our podcast. So when we came up with the idea for this, we were like, I think teens today feel a lot of pressure to like be successful.
Yeah.
And even if that sometimes means it's not what they want to do specifically, I could feel like that happens like with a lot of like arts fields and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt any pressure like that specifically?
I like, now that I'm getting to the age where I know what I want to do, I try not to let like these things like get to me. And even though it's still kind of hard to like, oh, I still want to make my family proud, like the people around me who have supported me from such a young age proud, you have to learn how to put yourself first. And it is still kind of hard to like balance that, oh, what I want to do versus what they want me to do type of like feeling. But, you know, at the end of the day, if I'm happy wanting to be a firefighter and they wanted me to actually be a doctor and spend all that money going to med school, it's like, you're not going to like fully like pay for it. Like, I don't think I could pay for like 10 years of medical school because like it's expensive.
It's a lot of money.
It's mentally demanding and it's emotionally demanding. And even though I may be like a smart kid, like I get good grades, but I don't think I could put myself through that. And sometimes I have to like just realize that at the end of the day, I'm gonna have myself. Like, they'll still be here, but I'm gonna have myself, and I need to be able to like calm down. And maybe they want the best for me, but their intentions, like, you know,
it's not the best.
Exactly. Like, their actions aren't the best for me, even though their intentions, like, you know, they want the best for me. And it sucks sometimes trying to, you know, figure out what you want to do and how you're gonna like tell them that, oh, I don't want to be a doctor, or oh, I don't want to do like these certain activities that you want me to be in. But at the end of the day, it's like they are here for you, but you have to be there for yourself first.
So
Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah. I forgot what my question was. Yeah.
All right.
Um.
I think we're gonna wrap up this segment here and we'll be back in a minute.
Yep.
Cause they were where to waste my time and say what's really on their mind. Rather not get involved. Cause I done learned the real from the fake, and I done learned enough not to gamble with faith. And they rather believe on the lies than believe the truth if they see it with their eyes. Only once, only twice, never pay time. Got to run it up like they try. But there's not two things I can do this time. Three times. Fool me once, fool me twice, never 3 times. I can run it up like 3 times.
All right, we are back. So, Alissa, one last question before we close today. If you could tell anything about if you could say anything to other teens about what you've learned from your experience, what would it be?
My favorite thing to talk about is our growth zone. Like, everyone has like their comfort and their danger zone, but I think we should consistently be in our growth zone. Like, you don't have to push you don't have to push yourself to the point where you just want to like end it, but like, I think we should all take a time to just try something new, or just go out and try something that you haven't done, or go to this event, or go try out for this sport, or go try out for this instrument. It doesn't really like you can be good at something, but there's always room for improvement. And I wish that, people in general stopped staying in their comfort zone, because you don't progress anywhere. Mm-hmm. Like, you stay in this one spot and you don't know what else to do with your life because you're so comfortable being in your comfort zone. Like, I'm in my comfort zone a lot, but like, I've done interviews before, but this is also my growth zone. And I think it's just really important for teenagers, especially now, to be in their growth zone and to do something that they haven't done, and like push themselves just a little bit to be better than they were yesterday. And I think we should just take all the opportunities that we can get. And it might get hectic, you might get a little busy, you might get stressed out, but there's always people around you who are like here for you and who will always support you. So.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. To be honest, that was actually very well said. Wow.
Thank you.
I'm kind of at a lost for words. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So this was the first episode of Childhood Outside the Box, the new podcast series for youth, by youth.
Youth by youth. All right, thank you so much for being here today. Good luck in all of your future endeavors.
Yes,
and if you're interested in seeing what we do next, check out the Jegna Klub. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. I don't know, find
Any
us on social media.
platform.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Certainly there is some time, cause they were rather waste my time and say what's really on their mind, rather not get involved.